and then he's the one singing. The driver of the housewife. I hear America singing. America singing.
Hey somebody, don't you wanna hear the story of my life?
One of them movie companies, Netflix documentaries.
Won't you come and ask me please?
And pay me $1 million to tell you what I do at the store. Cause if you pay me $1 million, I wouldn't have to go and do it no more.
Just like the song say, all the live long day. Everybody done know that song. We're living the whole day long. All the live long. Just like the song say, all the live long day. Everybody done know that song. We're living the whole day long. All the live long day.
I started working structural steel when I was 18 years old. I worked on towers probably 1,000 feet high. Most people are afraid of heights like that, so automatically every iron worker has an ego. You're doing something somebody else can't do. And you get to wear a tool belt. When you're a kid, 18 years old, and you have wrenches in like a holster, you feel like a cowboy. But I always knew I was going to be an iron worker. My older brothers were iron workers, and my father was an iron worker, so it was a natural course of events. My father was very disappointed I didn't go to college.
Some mornings I look across the skyline for a building I worked on. Say that building over there? See that building? I helped build it. And yeah, I know, some guy's in his corner office sitting behind his $5,000 desk, and he's never going to think about me. But I think about him sometimes.
I'm a project manager. I'm here at work at 7:30 a.m. I leave at 8 p.m. In between my meetings, I answer messages and email and try to avoid my boss. You always have a boss. Sometimes you have an okay boss, and sometimes you have a Satan boss. He's not behind me, is he? I wish these walls were like a little higher. I've been in a lot of different cubes. I've been in high wall cubes. I've been in half height cubes. Listen, the way things are these days, I'm glad to be in any cubicle at all. I have friends who would kill for this job. For any job.
This is my first job. I smell like a burger. The register is easy. Hey, you want a burger? I press the picture of a burger. Every day the same old thing. Hello, chicken nugget, quarter pounder. And I wait for that phone to ring, the phone at the end of the counter. When I see the manager writing down an order, when I see the manager making change, when I see the manager writing an address, I whisper yes, give me some change and send me on my way. Okay, I'm off on a delivery and I'm finally on my own. Delivery peace, and I'm headed to parts unknown. Fresh air and exercise, and sometimes we'll throw in some extra fries. But throwing it in today, my world is gray until they send me away on a delivery. And the wind is in my hair. No one's watching me, I can wander anywhere. I go to work every day, I'm putting money away. Hey, you know what they say, slow and steady. I'm making minimum wage, it's pretty good for my age. If I can manage to save, I'll be ready to go wherever I gotta go. If I save a little every day, this job's gonna deliver me far away. And I'll look back on this and say, thank God for delivery.
I'm a teacher and I get my ass kicked nearly every day. I spent my first few teaching years sure that it wasn't right for me because I was tired every day, because I was coming home every night with a pocket full of losses and a few wins slipping through my fingers. Everyone around me seemed to be doing fine. Everyone around me had the same sort of easy answer that we wish were true. I get too angry, too disappointed. I have to learn to wear my urgency a little further from the surface. And my classes are probably too boring, and I can't talk for more than 30 seconds without getting interrupted. Some nights, I struggle getting sleep or staying asleep because I'm worrying about that one kid, or that one class, or what next, or what better. This is my 10th year in the classroom, and it won't be easy. It will, on balance, be worth it.
If you want to have a thrill, there's no comparison. Not even to a jet plane. To climbing on a steel truck and going out there on the Dan Ryan Expressway. The minute you climb into that truck, you forget about the wife and kids you just kissed goodbye. And the adrenaline starts pumping.
Breaker number 9, big body, put your ears on for me now. Big truck has gotta have a big light.
Keep staying double, let's stop close. One eye, I got to roll by the trucker.
Shirt of a shame at the shape I'm in.
Roll by the trucker.
I'm back on my wheels again.
Roll by the trucker.
Outward bound from South Bend.
Roll by the trucker.
I'm back on my wheels again.
I'm running out of lights. Hey man, did those headlights?
Yeah, sleeping the last 2 nights, but I'm gonna be alright. I got to roll by the trucker.
You say where and I say when.
Roll by the trucker.
Back on my wheels again.
Roll by the trucker.
Backing it up and do it again.
Roll by the trucker.
Back on my wheels again.
Moon over New Jersey. Big
Big
state police.
I'm in a hurry.
Won't you let me go in peace?
Roll by the trucker.
I say where and you say when.
Roll by the trucker.
Back on my wheels again.
Roll by the trucker.
Back it on up and do it again.
Roll by the trucker.
Back on my wheels.
Brother, I'm back on my wheels again.
Roll by the trucker.
Up and do it again.
Roll by the trucker.
Back on my wheels
again.
Brother, I'm back on my wheels again. Coming home to your wife and kids can be sort of a letdown. She has to raise the kids, fight off the bill collectors. She's working her own job. She can't even count on me to be at graduation or communion.
You get home, you're so tired that you'd rather be sleeping than getting ready to go out on a Saturday night. I make 2 round trips to Evansville and pass within 4 blocks of my house and never go home. And tell her you won't be back.
You'd think that they'd be grateful to get a live person instead of a computer. Sometimes you really want to talk to them if they sound upset. For me, it's a temptation to say, "Gee, what's the matter?" But you can't say more than, "I'm sorry you're having trouble." If you get caught talking to a customer, that's 1 mark against you. 3 marks and you're... One woman said to me, "Operator, I'm lonesome. Will you talk to me?" I said, "Gee, I'm sorry, I just can't." But you can't. I'm a communications person, and I can't communicate. It's strange, but you get tired of talking. My mouth gets tired because you talk constantly for 6 hours straight without a 10-minute break. You can't think about it. Everyone is in a hurry to talk to somebody else, but not to talk to you. You're in a room the size of a gymnasium, surrounded by people, talking to each other, thousands of miles away.
Oh, the first 2 months I started flying, I already been to New York, London, Paris, which is pretty huge when you're from Kankakee, Illinois. But after you start working for the airlines, it's actually not as glamorous as you thought it would be. Sometimes people just get nasty. I mean, they get harassed by security and then they get delivered to us, and your shining personality only goes so far. We get scared sometimes too. I've never been yet so scared I didn't want to get on a plane, but there have been times at takeoffs when there's been something funny. When I told my parents I was going into the airlines, they got so excited. My mother especially thought it would be great that I could have the ambition, the nerve, to go into the city on my own and try to accomplish something. Really, I just wanted to get out of Kankakee.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I guess in my mother's day, they would have called me a housewife. That's funny. It's not like I sit around watching soap operas all day. I have a lot of work to do.
You just want something more exciting to talk about at a dinner party, you know? You know, something that matters. What I do only matters to 3 people.
All I am is just a housewife. Nothing special, nothing great. What I do is kind of boring. If you'd rather, it can wait. All I am is someone's mother. All I am is someone's wife. All of which seems unimportant. All it is just my life.
Do the laundry, wash the dishes, take the dog out, clean the house, shop for groceries, look for specials. God, it sounds so Mickey Mouse. Drop the kids off, pick the shirts up, try to lose weight, try again. Keep the troops fed, pick their things up, lose your patience, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All I am is just a housewife, just a housewife, nothing great. What I do is out of fashion, what I feel is out of date. All I am is someone's mother, right away I'm not too bright. What I do is unfulfilling, so the TV talk show tells me every night.
I don't mean to complain at all, but they make you feel like you're 2 feet tall when you're just a wife. All they see are the pots and pans and the Pepsi cans of a person's life.
You're a whiz if you go to work, but you're just a jerk if you say you won't. People say that they think it's fine, that the choice is mine, but you know they don't. What I do, what I choose to do, may be dumb to you, but it's not to me. Is it dumb that they need me there? Is it dumb to care? 'Cause I do, you see. And I mean, did you ever think, really stop and think what a job yours? Do
afraid it's unimpressive. All I am is someone's mother. All I am is just a housewife.
When I tell people I work for UPS, they want to see my battle scars. They mean dog bites. I run into dogs, a lot of dogs, but I haven't been bitten. It's actually the opposite. When you're running into dogs all the time, it creates a bond when you see them every day. It's cool to meet some of the same dogs on the route because they know you and they're excited to see you. Lots of my fellow UPS delivery drivers have told me the same thing. So we started a Facebook page, UPS Dogs, and it's pretty popular. We have over 1 million likes. We also have an Instagram page with over 500,000 followers. I think the reason people like it is that it's all positive, not negative. There's no views of what you should think about this or that, just dogs. And an occasional cat, donkey, turtle, or bird. But it also shows that being a UPS driver isn't just about finding your house and getting you your package. We have a relationship with the community and the families who live there. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
I work in a luggage factory.
We make suitcases.
The tank I work at is 6 foot deep, 8 foot square. In 40 seconds,
You have to take the wet felt out of the filter. Put the blanket on to draw out the excess moisture.
take the blanket off.
Pick the wet felt up and bounce it on your shoulder. Reach over, get the hose.
Turn around, walk to the hot dry dye behind you.
Take the hot piece off and set it on the floor. Put the wet piece on the dry dye.
Push this button.
Stack it.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. You wish you didn't have to work in a factory.
But when it's so you know what to do, it's what you do.
Let's talk. An organizer is someone who brings in new members. You try to build an organization that will give people the power to make the changes. I had to tell people again and again that they had the stuff to do the job. That it's possible to win. You see, most people in their guts don't really believe it. No. So I got 20, 30 people together. I saw as leaders and I said, let's get that park. They said, we can't. Yes, we can. So we got enough people together. We wrote letters, we protested, until we finally got on TV. You know who else was a community organizer? You see, people become convinced there's not a damn thing they can do. I think we have it inside us to change things.
It's a pretty good day laying stone. You get interested in what you're doing and you usually fight the clock the other way. You're not looking for quitting. You're running, you haven't got enough done, and it's almost quitting time. There's not a house in this country I haven't built that I don't look at every time I go by. And if one stone's crooked, I still notice it. The people who live there might not notice it, but I notice it. Stone's my business. Stone's my life.
So, I always thought of the receptionist as the loser at the front desk, taking phone messages. Now I'm one, so of course I had to change my opinion. A receptionist has to be special, right? Because I'm special. I was fine with it until we had this office party. I'd be having a fairly intelligent conversation with someone when they'd ask me what I did. When I'd say, I'm a receptionist, they'd make an excuse and walk away. So now I make up other names for what I do. Communications control, entry management, front lobby triage, or my favorite, call forwarding engineer.
Good evening, my lord. What's exciting at the bar that I can offer? It would be very boring if I had to say, would you like a cocktail? Over and over, so I come out different for my own enjoyment. I say, what's exciting at the bar that I can offer, my lord? Or something. Maybe with cocktails, I give them a little philosophy. They have coffee, I give them political science. I have an opinion on every single subject there is. My bosses don't like it, so I have to speak sotto voce. But if I get heated, I don't give a damn. I speak like an Italian speaks. I have to be a waitress. How else does the world come to me? Everyone wants to eat. Everyone has hunger. And I serve them. I give service. I tell everyone I'm a waitress and I'm proud. When somebody says to me, hey, you're terrific. How come you're just a waitress? You know what I say to them? I say, why? Don't you think you deserve to be served by me?
He had a very good day today. We went down to the senior center, just a mile away. Some days he only wants to stay at home, but on Tuesdays they play music and they dance. You should have seen him dance. They were playing Spanish music. He's a ham. He likes to make the other nurses smile. Some days he can't remember who I am, but today he was lucid for a little while. Through it all, I take his pulse, I change his clothes. Where are his children? Heaven knows. Doesn't pay much, but I get through, because I do the work that no one else will do.
She had a very good day today. We went to a nearby park where she likes to play. She's only 5, but she can do it all. And today we took her scooter for a ride. You should have seen her glide, and I was terrified. I spent the afternoon just running by her side. The sun came down and then I took her home. Her parents work late, I tuck her in each night. And I sing mahal kita, minamahal kita, mahal na mahal kita, till she's asleep. She says I love you, and I love her too. Will I do all the work her mother doesn't do?
I have a family of my own.
I have a daughter back at home.
Whatever I can spend.
With no one seeing me sleep. And sometimes I close my eyes and imagine I am there. Mahal kita, Ina mahal kita.
Hasta la madrugada duérmete.
Mahal kita,
Has a very good day
Ina mahal
today.
kita.
We went
Mahal
down to the
mahal
senior
kita.
center, just a
Mahal
mile
kita.
away.
One day my dreams are gonna all come true. For now I do what no one wants to do. For now
to be a fireman. A lot of guys want to be a fireman. It's like kids, right? Everybody's still a kid. The guy's 40 years old, still feels like a kid, except their hair is starting to fall out and they don't screw so much. I used to be a cop. You know why I swapped to being a fireman? I liked people, and sometimes when I was a cop, I would feel that hate coming into me. So I took the fire department test in 98, got called in at 99. You know, the fucking world is so fucked up. The country's so fucked up. But the firemen, you actually see them produce. You see them put out a fire. You see them come out with babies in their hands. You see them give mouth-to-mouth to a guy when he's dying. You can't get around that shit. That's real. I worked at a bank once. You know, it's just paper. You're looking at numbers. It's not real. But I can look back and say, I helped put out a fire. I helped save someone. It shows something I did on this earth.
For generations, that's all we've done. Scrubbing. My grandma, my mama, and me. My daughter, she ain't gonna do no domestic work. I aim to be the end of that particular line.
See that building?
I was the one who did the design.
I was the one who drafted the plans.
Every detail and every line. See that building?
I'm on the staff.
8 hours a day.
People don't know my job is hard. Everyone should have something to point to, something to be proud of. Look what I did, see what I've done. I did the job, I was the one. Everyone should have something to point to, something to be tall in the crowd. Proud. See that building, day after day after day after day. That's where I put myself on the line. That's where I sweat to earn my pay. See that building, the windows are washed, the site was surveyed, the panels are tight, the concrete was laid, the records are kept, the office is run, the coffee is sold, the digging is done, the